In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 17, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Southeast Missouri State versus Iowa. Iowa has cooled off after a hot start, and in a non-conference matchup, they host a reeling Southeast Missouri State team. Southeast Missouri State is mired in a 5-game losing streak, and only one of the losses came facing a team from a major conference. They did have a solid start, winning 5 of their first 6 games, and with the last loss, they fell under .500. After winning their first 4 games of the season, Iowa has lost 3 of their last 5 games. They are 7-3, and in their last game lost their Big Ten opener. The loss of Murray, who leads Iowa in scoring and rebounding, is a big one, and while he will be back soon, he is out for this game. The Hawkeyes played 2 in a row facing ranked teams and then lost to an 8-2 Wisconsin team in their Big Ten opener in their last game. They have lost 3 of their last 5 games but can get back on track, as in this game and their next one they are out of conference and play 2 sub-.500 teams. Iowa will get back to scoring big in this game, and their defense will get it done facing a Southeast Missouri State that is shooting under 40% from the field as a team. No letdown in this game, as on their home floor the Hawkeyes will crush the Redhawks, so the Iowa Hawkeyes to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Although the under is 5-1 in Iowa's last 6 games, I'm going with the over in this one. Both teams prefer to play at a fast pace, and we should see a proper high-scoring affair. The Redhawks have allowed 84 or more points in 3 of their last 4 contests. The Hawkeyes could easily hit a 90-point mark Saturday. Iowa tallies 70.6 possessions per 40 minutes. The Hawkeyes are one of the most dangerous offensive teams in the country, but their defense is not exactly on the same level. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tennessee versus Arizona. The number 6 Tennessee Volunteers, out of the Southeastern Conference, travel to Tucson, Arizona to take on number 9 Arizona in perhaps the best matchup of the weekend. The Volunteers are 9-1 on the season and have won 8 straight games since being upset by Colorado earlier in the season. Arizona is 9-1 on the season and have won 3 straight games since falling to Utah. Tennessee is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games and 18-7-1 against the spread in their last 26 games following an against the spread loss. The under is 4-1 in Tennessee's last 5 games, and the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games following a win. Arizona is 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 games and 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 home games. The over is 5-1 in Arizona's last 6 SAT games, and the over is 13-6 in their last 19 games. A good offense doesn't necessarily beat a good defense, but a distinct size advantage certainly doesn't hurt. 2 9-1 teams with each number 1 in the country on either end of the floor. Arizona comes in with the number 1 offense in the country, while Tennessee boasts the number 1 defense. The Volunteers are 48th in offense and Arizona is 62nd in defense. They are both outstanding rebounding teams, but I'm going to give the edge to the bigger Wildcats in that area. At home, they have won 19 games in a row and will test the Tennessee defense with their pace of play. Arizona has also played a tougher schedule thus far, with the 77th ranked schedule versus the Volunteers' 154th ranked schedule. The Wildcats are coming off a hot shooting game from long range, which will serve them well in this matchup. This should be an excellent game between 2 top 10 teams that have only lost 1 time so far this season. Tennessee has played great defense this season and is only allowing 51 points against per game. The Volunteers' defense will be tested, as they are going against an Arizona team that is scoring 92 points per game. Arizona is one of the best offensive teams in the country, so the Arizona Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The venue certainly will play a key role in both the outcome and the over-under total. If this game were played in front of the Crazies Knoxville, Tennessee would likely be able to impart their will on the outcome of this game easier. With the game in Arizona and on West Coast time, I like the Wildcats to control the pace of this game. With that in mind, the Wildcats play at the 4th fastest pace in the country and should play this game closer to 80 or more points and push it past the total. Even if the Volunteers are able to slow down the Wildcats a bit, Arizona averages over 90 points per game. A modest drop would push them over 80 points. This total looks very attainable despite the outstanding defense of the Volunteers. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana versus Kansas. A pair of blue bloods in the college hoops world take the floor when the Big Ten clashes with the Big 12 in the Sunflower State. The number 14 Indiana Hoosiers are on the road as they make the trip to face the number 8 Kansas Jayhawks Saturday afternoon. Indiana was knocked off 89-75 on a neutral floor by number 10 Arizona in Las Vegas in their previous game last Saturday, failing to cover as a 2-point underdog. Kansas rolled to a 95-67 road win over Missouri last Saturday in their most recent contest, easily covering the 3-point line in the game. In the all-time series between the teams, the Hoosiers own a 7-6 advantage, including a 103-99 overtime win at the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu in the most recent matchup on November 11, 2016. The Indiana Hoosiers traveled to the Allen Fieldhouse on Saturday afternoon to face the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas comes into the game with only one loss to a top 10 Tennessee team. Indiana carries 2 losses. Those 2 losses have come in the last 3 games and were to Arizona and Rutgers. The job does not get easier for the Hoosiers on Saturday as they head to one of the toughest venues in college basketball. Indiana has played the last 3 games without one of its key pieces, freshman guard Jalen Hood-Schifino. He is questionable on Saturday as well. While Indiana has featured a productive offense this season, they have run most of their offense through their post players. I expect that to be a difficult task against a tall and talented Kansas team. Kansas has a solid interior defense, and that is going to be a problem for Indiana on the road. Kansas looks to be the real deal, as they have posted recent wins at Missouri and at home against Seton Hall, both blowouts. This team seems to be hitting its stride as it gets ready to head into conference play. I fully expect they will keep it rolling at home on Saturday, and they should cover this play comfortably. Indiana seems a bit overvalued at the moment too, which makes this a great spot for bettors. This is one of my favorite plays on a busy slate, so the Kansas Jayhawks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Indiana has gone over the total in 6 of their 10 games this season. The Hoosiers are 23rd in offensive efficiency, 13th in effective field goal percentage, 40th in turnover percentage, and 15th in 2-point shooting on the year. Indiana is slightly above average in tempo as they are 147th in adjusted tempo with 69 possessions per contest. Kansas comes into this game having gone over the total in 7 of their 10 games on the year. The Jayhawks are effective on both ends of the floor, ranking 14th in offensive efficiency and 10th in defensive efficiency this season. Kansas is 45th in the nation in effective field goal percentage, 87th in turnover percentage, 56th in 2-point shooting, and 96th in offensive rebounding percentage on the year. The Jayhawks are a faster than average team in tempo as they are 129th in the nation in adjusted tempo with an average of 69.3 possessions per game according to Ken Palm. With these offenses, the game likely winds up going over the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.